that. Now, the second part of this season was basically like a little adventure um, with the entire team, and they got different designs. It looked a little cooler. Well, mostly Kirito, of course, and he looked better than the first design in ALO. And the best part is he's dual wielding again. I might have to have a chance to see Starburst stream at least one more time. But it's not technically dual wielding. What Kirito explained that is something called Sword Skill Connect, and he has to use like one sword at a time. There's one sword that uses fire, and the other one uses ice. So that's pretty cool. Now in the second part of this season, Kirito was basically trying to get this sword called Excalibur, which is one of the most powerful swords in the game. So his entire team decided to help him out with that. And in this mission, right, Suguha actually met up with some weird looking jellyfish slash elephant creature that she named Tonki, right? Okay. So now, in this mission, there was a queen that came out of nowhere and told them that they are in a realm, right? And this realm used to have a lot of vegetation. It was a good place, a bunch of animals, everything was happy. Until beings known as the Frost Giants came and they took over and turned the entire realm into a wasteland. And she says apparently that if this goes on, the entire game, Alphium Online, will shut down. One scene I'll always like though was when the team met a girl named Frida-san, right? And Klein just started liking her a lot even though she's an in-game character, right? And he starts asking everyone if they should free her. Everyone's like, nope, it's a trap, definitely a trap. Just keep her in the cage. But then Klein decides, nah man, I ain't gonna break her, I'll get her free. But later on, when they were fighting against the Frost Giant, right? They were fighting against, what do you call it, like the king of all the Frost Giants. Frida-san asked Kirito to get some golden hammer, right? And when she got the hammer, she turned into Thor. You know, the same Thor we see in mythology and in Avengers, Thor and Thor the Dark World. Yep, that Thor. And it actually made sense too, like even when Kirito was trying to pick up the hammer, it was difficult for him to pick him up. Frost Giants, the same like premises of the first Thor movie. And even when Thor was fighting against the Frost Giant, he was using like lightning abilities and stuff. And after they defeated the Frost Giants, Thor gave Klein like another Mjolnir, right? It was a lightning hammer, and actually that was great. It was a legendary weapon. But the problem was, he didn't have any points for hammer skills. No points. So basically he got one of the most powerful weapons in the game, but he can't use it. Man, that sucks for him. At least Klein now knows that when people say it's a trap, it's a trap. Now the final part of this season is the part where most of us cried, because actually this part was also pretty much the saddest. Basically, it mostly involves revolves around Asuna, and that's actually good, because we can't keep basing on the story out in Kirito all the time. Let some other people have a chance to be the main character. So now it shows that Asuna is trying to deal with her mother, because her mother wants her to transfer to a different school from her friends. She's trying to figure out what she wants to do with herself in the future, and trying to just like understand something about herself. And later on, she teams up with this new guild called the Sleeping Knights, and their leader is Yuki, who is pretty much the strongest swordsman in the entire game, even better than Kirito. In fact, she beat him twice in the anime. Basically, Yuki was challenging anyone she could find in the game so that she could find the strongest person and make them join their team, because they wanted to fight the next boss but only with one party. Because if you fight the boss with one party, then everyone in that party will be their names will be on the monument of swordsmen. They want to be remembered. And they said it was also their last time meeting up with each other before winter, so they won't be able to see each other. That's what they say, but the truth is most of them in the group have a sickness or an illness, and some of them have been told that they don't have very long to live, especially Yuki, because it turns out she has AIDS. And don't worry, she didn't have sex and had AIDS. It was a blood transfusion, don't worry. So yeah, she got AIDS and she had it for quite a long time, and she doesn't have much longer to live. So Asuna has been staying by her side the entire time, even like helping her go to school and all. And that last episode when you seen Yuki die, it was sad. Yuki may be gone, but she will not be forgotten. One of the reasons why I liked this part of the anime is because we were able to see Asuna finally kick ass again. I mean, it's just like the first time we met her. We just seen her so awesome, just helping Kirito fight the boss. It reminds us why we actually like the character instead of making her into like a friggin' Princess Peach every time. So yeah, I really like the fact that they thought up this idea to bring her back and make her the main character, to just show herself and be who she really is. I also like the way she tried to explain to her mother why she liked the game, doing the best thing possible, bringing her in the game with her, and talking about some other stuff. But that was actually a good idea from Asuna. So for the anime overall, I'd say it was okay at first, and it got better and better later on as you watch. So if you're an SAO fan, then you're definitely gonna love season 2. And in my opinion, it's actually, better than season 1. Still, that's my opinion. What about yours? Leave it in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe.